Okay, we're back with another Eternal Return Black Survival video. Today checking out 11. She's a brand new character. She has a massive burger for a weapon. She's like a VTuber, food critic person thingy. Anyway, who cares? That's the lore stuff. It's a video here we'll go through a bit later, but for now we'll go through the actual character abilities itself. So she's a hammer user, therefore have to use hammer weapons. Hammer weapons are pretty bad by default, honestly. The weapon skill is also pretty awful. It's gonna get it reworked pretty soon. But yeah, there you go. You just do extra damage pretty much when you use the weapon skill. Her passive, ground beef. So it has a couple of things here. So the first one is that you can combine French fries and hamburgers together to make a combo meal. It's an epic meal. It's probably like fish and chips, like 900 plus health, which is pretty good. And yeah, this is something random for her to have. Why the hell not? The big thing here is the actual burgers she summons on auto attack. So when she auto attacks, she summons burgers on the ground. And if you pick up the burgers as the 11 player, you get HP back, you get more attack power but lose attack speed, and you enhance your next ability that you cast. Your allies can pick it up also, and they get healed, so it's very good in squads, and enemies can run over them to destroy them. Now, the reason why it enhances your abilities is that everything you cast has like 2 levels. It has like just pressing the button once, and then holding the button out to get an enhanced ability. But if you have a burger on the ground, you pick it up, it's automatically enhanced instantly, which is pretty good. So, the first one, Burger Queen, what does she do? Summons a big old hamburger above her head. It does some damage, and you can see here, that's the fast version right there, and this is the charge version. The charge version slows the enemy down and does more damage. The thing is, though, again, if you pick up a hamburger before you press the Q, you get an instant charge instantly, pretty much. So this is really, really important to get like the max out of your character. And you get a burger every 4 auto attacks. But in squads, you summon multiple burgers. I'm not sure why it's showing multiple burgers here, but that's what it says. Anyway, the W, Food for Thought. 11 channels the skill, raises her fork above her head, taunting enemies around her. If you hold the button for longer, you get a longer taunt and a larger radius. This ability looks really, really bad in solos, but really good in squads. It's the exact same as Alex, obviously like larger radius, but the thing with Alex taunt is that Alex is invisible, can weapon swap, and hit you while this happens. 11 takes damage while this is happening, and also you can't attack back while channeling. There is a small window there when your channel ends, you can attack them back, but it doesn't seem that powerful. If you level it up, it might increase in like duration, but we don't know exactly yet. This is where the good stuff happens though. E, on air. You ride the hamburger to victory. This thing travels for miles. It goes further than this, by the way, in this GIF down here. It can go much further. You can see over here, off screen pretty much. This thing goes a long, long way. When you're on the burger, you're unstoppable, which means you can't be CC'd. So while you're channeling, you can be CC'd, sure, but if you just smash the ability instantly, you can't be stunned. And if it does a fully charged jump, you actually knock the enemies back also, which is a CC tool pretty much, and does more damage. This ability looks kind of disgusting. This is like where the character like really comes to her own. You can write really well, engage really well. In squad, you jump into like a massive AoE taunt. It looks pretty powerful, but probably more of a squad character than solo. And then the ultimate. It's Renekton ultimate. It pretty much, you damage enemies around you for a couple of seconds, and your auto attacks trigger twice, and it pretty much means you get more hamburgers spawning on the ground. Also, when you ult, your next ability is enhanced. So it's kind of like Barbara a little bit, but mainly you press ult, and then you get like an enhanced E, which is like the far jump and the stun or whatever. So overall, it looks pretty cool. I guess I didn't mention that you can actually move while using all these abilities. So while you're channeling this Q right here, you can actually walk around. So it isn't actually that hard to land. And it actually gives her a ton of movement options, because obviously you can, be charging out these big attacks and still be moving around. So definitely amplifies the option for her, but it's hard to tell until you see the numbers. Right now we have no numbers at all. We just have the GIFs here and the gameplay video up here, which I will also link in the description below. So overall, she looks like she's going to be an amp hero. You're going to be pumping out damage, running around the whole time, slamming burgers down. It kind of comes down to what the cooldowns are like. Because so far, all the abilities here besides the W seem to be pretty efficient in just like this flat amp stuff. Especially the ultimate. And if we can enhance the abilities that like slow them and also knock them back, we can just stick to the enemies for a long, long time. This comes down to CDR stuff mainly. We have to see how the numbers will play out. But so far, it looks pretty solid. The bat skill is always the scare. Sorry, not bat skill. The hammer skill is like the biggest downfall, honestly. Because the hammer skill is not very good. It's good for wombo combos. But you don't really have a CC tool that's a hard CC. I guess you have the jump. You can always jump into like hammer skill. And then follow with a charge Q. But yeah, we'll see how that plays off. And also, she doesn't have an increased auto-attack damage bonus thing like Sewer. So maybe you will have to build some attack power anyway. Like, you might end up just building, like, attack power, because attack power does increase your spell damage anyway. So we'll see how it plays out at the end of the day. But until then, we'll see how it goes. Big shoes, big burgers. Big cocker. Yeah, big pants grab.